Hello and welcome to the Matthew Alton Art channel again. This video I thought I'd return to something that I haven't done for a little while, which is just sketchbook sketching. I think as I've got more successful and I sell more work more regularly, you can get into the habit of getting under pressure and thinking that everything that you paint or draw has to be a finished piece that you might be able to frame and sell. And that sort of takes the joy out of it a bit, I think, really, sometimes. So when you're working in a sketchbook, it's certainly not to be sold necessarily, and it's going to stay in the sketchbook, and it's just practice. At the beginning of the year, I did quite a lot of work with portraits using charcoal and pastel, but also pencil. And I used reference photos for those portraits generally from Roarenba Studios, which is an online organisation that does tutorials, portrait tutorials, life drawing tutorials, that sort of thing, and they have a reference library of images. And I downloaded some of these the other day, the free ones that are available to use if you're not a member even. I will be a member again of Roarenba Studios in the autumn when it's darker nights and the weather isn't as good and you can't get out and about so much. It's a great online resource, really. But in the meantime, I just thought I'd use some of the free portraits. The photographs tend to be well lit and interesting looking people. This is a sort of aging rocker. It's actually a male, but I think the end result looks a bit more like a female. The overall sort of feel of it is quite good. The tilt on the head is right. There's a half likeness to the actual photograph, but not really a full likeness. But that isn't the point. It's a sketchbook sketch, and I quite like the drawing. It's quite small. It's in a small A5 sketchbook, as you might be able to tell. I'm using a mechanical pencil with a 5B or 8B lead in it. And the sketchbook is quite a cheap one. It's from the Poundland, actually. I just like the softness of the paper when I looked at it, and it was cheap. And I thought it would work well with pencil and charcoal indeed. It's quite textured and quite thick, but quite soft feeling paper, so the medium sticks to it quite well. I don't know if other artists feel the same as me in terms of, you can pressure yourself by, when you start selling work, that everything that you do has got to be something that you want to sell. And I find working in a sketchbook quite a relief from that stress. I don't know if people can relate to that or not. Took quite a short amount of time, 37 minutes I think, from start to finish. I was chatting to one of our patrons while I was doing it. They were working on a painting of their own, and it was a really enjoyable evening. Not perfect by any means, but I was quite pleased with it overall. Well, this is the final drawing. As I said, not perfect by any means. I think it looks more feminine than masculine. Quite like the jacket on it. It's very roughly done, but indicates a leather jacket okay, I think. Okay, well, thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, then please give it a thumbs up. That would help the channel grow. And if you found me by YouTube pushing this video to you, and you think you might like some of the others that I do, then please do subscribe. I try and keep videos coming as regularly as I can. Not always possible to do them every week, but most weeks there's at least one or two. Okay, well, thanks very much for your time. Do respond in the comments about whether you feel pressure if you're an artist yourself, and what you do to get over that pressure. And I'll see you on the next one. Thanks very much. Bye.